Hello guys, welcome to our English lesson. Today we are going to consider the publications of Abai's works. Before, I would like you to introduce to our lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to deduce meaning from context in unsupported extended talk on a wide range of general and curricular topics. To understand the main points in extended texts on a range of unfamiliar general and curricular topics. To spell most high-frequency vocabulary accurately for a wide range of familiar general and curricular topics. The study of Abai's life and creative heritage began with the articles of Aliyekhan Bukikhanov, Ahmet Baitursunov, Mirjaqib Dulatov, and Ahmet Baitursunov praised Abai in his article "Abai is the main poet of the Kazakh people," published in the newspaper Kazakh in 1913. Let's look through some words. At first, let's look at the new words: tumble down, falling or fallen into ruin, dilapidated, to lay, to beat or strike down with force, beneath, at a lower level or layer than, gleaming, reflecting light, typically because very clean or polished, stark, severe or bare in appearance or outline. Let's look at autumn. How silently they tumble down and come to rest upon the ground, to lay a carpet rich and rare beneath the trees without a care. Content to sleep, their work well done, colors gleaming in the sun. At other times they wildly fly until they nearly reach the sky, twisting, turning through the air, till all the trees stand stark and bare, exhausted, drop to earth below, to wait like children for the snow. After that, immediately after Abai's death, his students began to publish the first collection of Abai's poems. Aliyekhan Bukikhanov and Kapitai Iskakova were the first to analyze the biography of Abai. Autumn was first published in 1909. It was first published in St. Petersburg in the collection Poems of the Kazakh poet Ibrahim Kunambayev. But there were lots of changes in his publications. Let's look through the word. At first, new words: prayers, a solemn request for help or expression of thanks addressed to God or another deity. Merchant, a person or company involved in wholesale trade, especially one dealing with foreign countries or supplying goods to a particular trade. Loan, a thing that is borrowed, especially a sum of money that is expected to be paid back with interest. Purify, remove contaminants from stand out, persist in opposition or support of something. Crowd, a large number of people gathered together in a disorganized or unruly way. Let's look at word 16. Kazakhs do not care if my prayers are worthy of God. People just say that we should do what we did, fall down and get up. When the merchant came to collect the loan, he said, "This is what I found. That would be it." He says that I will make the Almighty like that merchant. You don't have to train your language. Purify your religion, think and learn. That's what I know. Where can I learn? When I'm older. I almost didn't read it. I just didn't want to speak it, he said. Was his language created to stand out from the crowd? Some of Abai's book of words was first mentioned in 1918. It was published in Simei magazine, Abai. Later, Abai's book of words was translated into Russian, Chinese, French, and into other many world languages. Next, Mirjaqub Dulatov. The most fruitful idea is that Abai is the beginning of the new Kazakh literature, the founder, the first bright star. He connected Abai's place in the history of the Kazakh people with the literature of other countries, found and correctly assessed it. The article Abai, published in Tatar newspaper Vakit in 1908. The article Abai, published in the newspaper Kazakh in 1914. Next, Jusupbek Aymautov. A word was a whisper, a deed was a whisper, prosperity was scarce, dusty, and then Abai was born, shining like a fountain, breaking through the thick fog and black fog. He named his magazine Abai after his genius. The goal is not only to make his magazine like Abai, but also to respect Abai and leave his name in history. He published Abai's different works in the magazine Abai in Simei in 1918. The magazine's articles cover a wide range of aspects of Abai's life, highlighting the value of his poetic heritage and suggesting that later poets should learn from the great teacher. The first Russian writer was Lomonosov, who compared Abai's place in the history of his people. He speaks, "We need to publish Abai's works. We need to build museums to remember his name forever." Now, let's do some exercises. At first, complete the sentences. The study of Abai's life and creative heritage began with the articles of. The study of Abai's life and creative heritage began with the articles of Alihan Bukikhanov, Ahmet Baitursunov, Mirjaqub Dulatov. Yes, children, you are right, correct. Second question. Some of Abai's book of words was first mentioned in. Some of Abai's book of words was first mentioned in 1918. Yes, correct, you are right. Next, the article Abai published in the newspaper in 1914. The article Abai published in the newspaper Kazakh in 1914. You were right, children. Next question. Jusupbek Aymautov published Abai's different works in the magazine in Simei in 1918. Jusupbek Aymautov published Abai's different works in the magazine Abai in Simei in 1918. Yes, children, you are right. And next question, number 5. The first Russian writer was who compared Abai's place in the history of his people. The first Russian writer was Lomonosov, who compared Abai's place in the history of his people. Yes, great children, you were right. Now let's look at these 3 photos of celebrities. The first, who is he? Okay, yes, this is Jusupbek Aymautov. Next, who is he? Great, he is Abai Kunambayev. Next, who is he? Excellent. This is je supek Aymatov. Children, let's do true or false exercise. The first question, Autumn was first published in 1909. Yes, correct. This is true. Autumn was first published in 1909. Number 2, Book of Words was published in Semey magazine Abai's Life. Excellent, this is false. Book of Words was published in Semey magazine Abai's Life. Next, later Abai's Book of Words was translated into Russian, Chinese, French, and into other many world languages. Okay, this is true. Later, Abai's Book of Words was translated into Russian, Chinese, French, and into other many world languages. Next, the article Abai published in Tatar newspaper Vakat in 1908. Excellent, this is true. The article Abai published in Tatar newspaper Vakat in 1908. Next, after Abai's death, his parents began to publish the first collection of Abai's poems. Yes, this is false. After Abai's death, his parents began to publish the first collection of Abai's poems. It is false. Okay, children, let's look at multiple choice, please. There are 3 questions. We have to choose the correct answer. The first question, when was the poem Autumn first published? In 1809, in 1909, 1910, and 1907. Yes, children, you were right. When was the poem Autumn first published? It is in 1909. Second question, where was the Book of Words first published in 1918? In Kızılorda, in Petersburg, in Semey, in Orunbor. Yes, children, you were right. When was the Book of Words first published in 1918? It is in Petersburg. Next question, question number 3. Who did praise Abai in his article Abai in 1913? Mirjaqib Dulatov, Murseid, Pushkin, Ahmet Baytursunov. Who did praise Abai in his article Abai in 1913? Yes, great children. This is Pushkin. For your homework, let's find some more publications of Abai's works and research them, please. Let's look at reflection. How did you understand this lesson? Let's look at I worked very well, actively, excellent, hard, not hard, interesting, badly, bad, or good. Let's choose one. Next, the class worked very well, actively, excellent, hard, not hard, interesting, badly, bad, or good. Let's choose one. Next, the lesson was very well, actively, excellent, hard, not hard, interesting, badly, bad, or good. Let's choose one. Okay, that's the end of our lesson. See you next time, children.